the story has always been about you. Always.
I have seen so much about this, what is it, main character stuff and NPC, non-playing character something. And I know that's all gamer talk. My ex was a big gamer. Sorry. But it's interesting, the whole, the mentality that people have. That is why you read 1 Timothy 3, and it tells you about this. You're the main character. You're the star of the show. It's all about you. No, it's not. It's about God. We are not main characters at all. And if we start thinking that, boy, we start making ourselves an idol. It's, sorry, I had to choke my legs. But it's scary because, like in 1 Timothy, lovers of self, and to sit there and truly believe that you are some main character in your own movie, that's like the Truman Show kind of mentality, and it's shocking to me how many people think that way, of all ages, It's, the main character is Christ, God, El Shaddai. El Shaddai, I love his names. El Shaddai, Elroy, I love that one. Elohim, El Elyon, Yahweh, Yeshua, Jehovah. Love that song. Amy Grant singing El Shaddai, El Shaddai, El Shaddai. Everyone can. I can't sing. I'm awful, but yeah, it's they're going to find out quick. Okay, they are not the main character. The word says, "Every knee shall bow." Every knee. Now you will either kneel. Every knee shall bow. Every knee. How am I saying? Everybody will be kneeling down to the Lord. And you will either kneel down willingly with joy, or you'll get your knees broke in being forced into it. You won't have a choice. I'm going to be kneeling down in joy. Yeah, in celebration. How about you? Something you should be thinking about. Yeah, no, I'm not a main character in nothing. I'm not. I'm just a tool in his toolbox, and just one of his pottery pieces. He is the creator. We are the creation. He is the master. He is the master. Elohim, El Shaddai, Adonai. I love that song, Adonai. Age to age, he's still the same by the power of his name. Yeah, man, I don't know why I never did this before, but studying his names and their meaning and their purpose and the power in each one is huge. It's so huge. So huge. Yep. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for him. And I love how his plans, his ways are so much higher than ours. But yet, when you start to see his hand in your life and get a little bit of understanding, you don't fear anymore and you don't worry. Like right now, I have. If it wasn't for him, like I said, I'd be lost. I would be in complete meltdown. But when you walk with him, it's... And I could sit there and beat myself up. Why didn't I surrender to him years ago and stuff? But then I would have missed out on a lot of very important, crucial trials and tribulations that I needed to go through in order to be where I'm at today with him, and to have the faith and the trust that I have in him. So many things come up, and I'm able to go back into situations that I suffered through in my past, and he's shown me how his hand was on me during that time, and so I can look back on those situations and how he worked it out, and it gives me a stronger sense of faith today, and it makes me just totally trust him, and it takes away my fear and anxiety. The moment I let go of him, though, all of that comes back. It's like you have to be plugged into him 24/7. The moment you unplug, your power is gone. Your battery's dead. For me, anyway. And so I cannot unplug from him at all. Or my battery's dead, and all my protection is gone, and I'm vulnerable, And I don't like that feeling. I don't like being in that kind of It's like when I went to jail, man. The moment that I surrendered, when they put me in the police car, I looked up and I was crying, God, you saw that, right? You saw that. Talking to him, and he said yes. And that's when peace came over me, and I knew it was in his hands. When they told me that my bail was going to be $100,000, and they showed me the paper, and it was in red, so I know what they were doing. But they showed me in red, and they said that it was $100,000, and so I didn't even try. To get bailed out. And in my mind, I thought, okay, God, obviously you want me here God allowed that to happen for a reason. Okay, they think they were playing games, but God's the one that has full authority, and he doesn't allow things to happen unless he has a good purpose. And things don't happen unless he allows it. Okay? And so I knew that he had a reason for me being there. And I had peace, and, I clung to him the whole time I was in there. I was able to get a hold of a Bible. I got to pray with other women. I asked them if I could pray for him, and not one of them told me no. Not one woman in there, because they were suffering, they were hurting. I could see that they were scared and whatever. And so not one of them told me no when I said, can I pray for you? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? That is awesome to me. And I prayed out loud, and I prayed, plus I was singing hymns, and thankfully nobody threw any food or anything at me, but it was glorious. It was glorious in that, and I didn't eat any other food. Nope, nope. Yeah, I think that was the protection too. After what one of the girls said, she said every time she ate their food, it made her feel funny, and so. But I'd already decided I wasn't going to eat while I was there. I was fasting, so it was good. But and the girl, I absolutely 100% know God needed me in there to talk to that young girl and to remind her of God's voice. And that makes everything I went through worth it. It does. Yeah, absolutely. I would do it all again for God if that's what he wanted me to do, just for that one girl. You see, he is not joking when he says he'll leave the 99 to go search out for that one lost sheep. And how does he do that? He will send one of his children. And he blessed me to be able to be the one he sent in to tell her that he loves her. No joke. Man, that was so cool. That it was a treasure. And it made the whole experience so awesome. So awesome. I was so thankful that I got to be there for her. I wish I could have heard her name. I can't remember her name. She was such a tiny little, just so tiny. She was just, she was tinier than me, and I'm not that, I guess my bark's pretty big, but she was so scared, and shaking, and I believe somebody had drugged her. I truly believe somebody had drugged her. But still, I asked her if she knew Jesus, and she said, yeah, but she hadn't talked to him in a long time. And I said, well, he's trying to talk to you. It was so cool. Oh, man, it was so cool. God needed me in there. Plus, he had to get me out of that house. I think that if I with everything